Hi, my name is Jacqueline Vasquez, and this is my digital story. Coming into this course, I did not know what to expect or what I would gain from being in this course. I was a little worried about the course because it was the first real course that would teach me about becoming an effective teacher. I thought that this course would require a lot of hard work and would require me to do a lot of homework. However, I am happy to say that it was not as difficult as I thought it would be. Although this course was not very difficult, it did require 12 hours of service learning. Service learning is something that I had never done before, or even heard of before. So when I found out that I had to do service learning hours, I was confused and worried. I was worried because I was taking 18 credit hours, working, and had to complete another 10 hours of service learning for another course. I began to stress out a little about finding the time and the right place to complete my service learning hours. After hearing about College Mentors for Kids and how it consisted of other college students mentoring elementary students, I thought that it would be a good experience. Thus, I decided to complete my service learning hours at College Mentors for Kids each Monday from 4 to 6. Although I was not able to be there until 4:30, I was still able to get enough hours. The first day that I attended College Mentors, there were not enough students for each mentor to have their own buddy. Thus, I had to leave because there were already 3 or 4 mentors per student. After being told that there were not enough students, I became worried because I thought that I would have to do my service learning somewhere else. However, I decided to see how the following meeting went before I went elsewhere. The next Monday that I went to, I was able to be with a student and another mentor. There still weren't enough students so that each mentor had their own buddy, but it was okay because I was finally able to interact with the student. That day, the students were learning about ecosystems, and they read a book together as a group. Each student was given the opportunity to read a page from the book, and they were all very excited to participate. After reading, the students were split into 2 big groups, and they did a fun ecosystem activity. The students really amazed me with how much they knew about ecosystems and how they were excited to learn new things. At the end of the meeting, the students write in their journals what they learned, and my buddy was happy that he had learned various new things. He wrote down everything he learned about ecosystems that day, and he told me that he was excited to learn more new things next week. Another fun activity the students got to do was when they had a paramedic as a guest speaker, and she taught them about her job. The students were very fascinated to hear about what it was like to be a paramedic, and they enjoyed listening to her stories. Many of the students were able to understand the importance of paramedics because many of them said that they had been in accidents that required a paramedic to assist them. I found it interesting that the students were able to relate to the paramedic and that they wanted to learn more about her job. The students asked various questions and they shared their own knowledge about the medical field. The students were also asked to create their very own first aid kit and to decorate it however they wanted. The students really enjoyed this activity because they were able to create something themselves. The students explained to me what they had in their first aid kits and why they had them in the kit. One student told me that they wanted to have lots of band-aids in their first aid kit because they got hurt often. Another student told me that they had been in the hospital before and had an IV placed in her arm. She said that it hurt a little bit, but that it made her feel a lot better, and that she was interested in becoming a doctor someday. After the students finished their first aid kits, the students were given pens that were in the shape of shots. The students were very fascinated with the pens at first, and many of them thought that the needles were real. However, once they realized it wasn't a real needle but a pen, they laughed at their silliness. One student said that she would joke around with her mother and told her that she was going to give her a shot with her pen. I told her to be careful and not to scare her mom too bad, in case she did think the shot was real. Overall, the students said that they had a fun time learning about paramedics and building their own first aid kits. Thanks to this course, I was able to participate in College Mentors for Kids and learn from my experiences with the students. If it weren't for this course, I would not have learned about various teaching methods, learning strategies, the types of learners, and so on. I took a lot from this course and from College Mentors. I can't wait to use what I have learned from this course and hopefully be a good teacher to my future students.